afternoon, my name is Frikkie Bosch. I'm the Application Platform Marketing Manager for Microsoft South Africa, and in today's session we will discuss the data management customer testimonial. With me in studio I have Aldo van Tonder from AccTech Systems. Aldo, please tell us about this customer and how did you get this win for the data management platform?
I'm firstly glad to share a win. I think against competitive technology is also very nice. Thank you for having me. Our customer is a very large organization in the hotel and leisure industry, focusing specifically on gaming. What was very nice about them is that we've had a fairly good relationship with the customer, but not necessarily in the area where the solution was founded from. The biggest problem that they had in the organization is they had various different systems, various different database technologies that offered various different data for them. They used a CRM environment, but the problem is they couldn't actually get all of the information applicable to a customer. They didn't have that 360 view that any organization would want.
So it was, I guess, typically the scenario of where they have silo systems, and then
Exactly.
They really want to get a full, almost a single view of their customers.
That is exactly correct.
Hence, that requirement. This particular win, was it against a competitive platform? Was it an Oracle migration that essentially...
Yes, it was against Oracle. And I think the benefit that that we brought to the table is we suggested SQL Server 2008, which was a very good platform for them. The advantage is number one, the scalability that SQL offered us. And I think one of the biggest contributing factors is how quickly we could actually get the solution in, and obviously the price. It cost a tenth of the price. So that was a very big contributing factor. And I also believe our expertise in that specific industry and in the specific technology set that was offered also helped us to close this deal quite quickly.
Okay, great. From a sales strategy perspective, what was your approach in number one, I think, increasing your footprint from, as you said, you only worked in one particular area. How did you move into other areas in the business, and what was your, I would say, sales approach in actually driving this particular win?
I think it's not a fairly unique approach. It's kind of keeping your ears on the ground and trying to understand where the customer needs more value, more importantly, but also where the customer's got pains. And we believe that technology can resolve a lot of pains in organizations, but not necessarily a pure product. If it's offered as a true solution, and I think in this case it definitely was. So it was not just a software out of the box, take it and it's going to resolve your pain. With the services that we added to it and our expertise in that market, it could actually help us to get that real win. So to kind of summarize it is, you need to listen to your customers' needs and try and identify from there how you could add value to their organization.
Absolutely, Aldo, that's so true. And I think that is actually the next question I was wanting to ask you is it's often I also find it's very, very important to listen to a customer and just not try and, as you say, sell them a product or get them to use the tools, but actually what are their requirements, what are their needs. It's actually great to hear that.
Yep.
From a implementation perspective, really how long did it take for you to deliver at least a first phase or a POC of the system? Was it fairly quick or?
Yeah, it's actually quite embarrassing to say. It took us about 36 hours, very, very quickly. So it was a very rapid implementation to show the value. They immediately could see the value. Moving forward with the customer now, it's taking all of that information and taking the data from all of the different subsystems, cleaning it up, scrubbing it a little bit and putting the real data that they need, transforming that, adding some knowledge to it and get them real information out. Those data is now being used proactively in their CRM campaigns, and they would almost know when a customer walks in the door. They would know what he likes, how he likes it, when he likes it, and they can pre-actively do that. And obviously that drives up their revenue, that drives up their customer satisfaction. They happy, we happy, brilliant solution.
Yeah, that's wonderful. From a customer perspective, what would you say was the top three return on investment or areas that you immediately changed or solved for them? Were the ones that were very obvious after your first implementation?
I think the biggest area was the quick return on investment, and that's what we as a Microsoft partner has found with a lot of the Microsoft technologies and solutions. The quick return that you can show by applying standard methodologies and practices to, as an example, a data environment really showed that return on investment. I think the second area And I think what's almost the most important is the cost factor. Yes. We know in times like this, cost is a problem. And if you can utilize an environment, save them cost, add more value, and take the pain away, that's a perfect recipe.
From a future vision perspective for the customer, sort of what would be your next approach? I mean, is there a sort of long-term strategy with the customer? I guess you now being able to work in various departments and clearly solving multiple sort of business problems for them. What's your future vision, future strategy for this customer?
That's correct. What we are looking at it currently is moving that whole data management environment to the next level. We're looking at data visualization using some of the nice technologies that is available like Silverlight, SharePoint, etc., and really give them that visual experience that they needed. Also integrating it into the new Office system. From a technology perspective, we're very excited about SQL 2008 R2 that's coming out next year. And I think moving them onto that platform, the additional capabilities that offers and gives the customer is just going to make this experience for them even more fantastic than what it currently was.
Okay, wonderful. Aldo, I think just for most of the partners out there that would be listening to this session, what tips can you give a partner on how to use the Microsoft relationship and of course the newly Microsoft sort of network? Are there any advice, any tips that you would give a partner out there?
Well, I don't want to give away all the trade secrets, but
not.
I think Microsoft, that one thing that people must and partners out there should understand is Microsoft is a very big ship. You have to push, you have to ask. But I think as well, relationships within this partner network is very important. Absolutely. You might not be an expert in a specific area. Try and look at another partner that is. Partner with them. But the new partner network is going to really differentiate partners in the way that they can deliver services. We're very excited about it. I think we're gonna take it on heads on and see how it works. But really try and identify who in Microsoft you need to work with and bang the door down until you get what you need.
Sounds like good advice to me. Aldo, thank you very much for your time and all the best. And once again, congratulations.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Thanks.